Hi, I am back in Van Halen, and it was pretty wild weather last night on the south end of the Gold Coast. There are a lot of trees down. There's a fair bit of damage, but thankfully my daughter's place held up really well, so I'm so grateful that I got a chance to just retreat. And Van Halen was fine undercover, and just in the street that I've driven out of where Van Halen was parked, the street just behind here, which is going up toward Currumbin Valley, is closed, so I can see all the roadworks there. They've closed that street because the Currumbin Creek is going to flood today, they reckon, or it's about to flood, and it's raining right now. It's still a little bit windy, nowhere near as windy as what it was, but there are the occasional wind gusts still. But Van Halen is in one piece, and I'm so grateful. My house on wheels is safe and sound, and so am I. And I want to thank each and every one of you for all your beautiful, encouraging, and kind and compassionate words and comments and support. I feel just so abundantly loved and grateful for each and every one of you for following me, supporting me, and being there. And yeah, so the media contacted me but lost interest very quickly when I told them that I'd done the right thing, made the right choices, and retreated to my daughter's house. Of course, being media, they just want, you know, all the bad stuff, and you know, keeping people in a state of fear, because that's what sells ratings in newspapers. And so they don't want to, you know, report a balanced point of view, and, you know, report feel-good stories as well, or people that have made the right choices. You know, gosh, imagine if people were actually inspired by feel-good stories and made some good choices moving forward. No, they just all want to just report, you know, an imbalanced perspective of journalism, and that's really frustrating, but it is what it is. So I am going to head back to my daughter's place for the rest of the day, because she's in a flatter space and she's away from the Currumbin Creek, which is going to flood. We're expecting some really heavy rain over the next 48 hours, and so potentially there could be a lot of flooding on the Gold Coast, so I didn't want to be anywhere near the creek just in case. So, yep, safe, and I hope everybody that was in the line of the Cyclone Alfred is also safe and hasn't been hit too hard. I'm going to show you a bit of, you know, the aftermath of Cyclone Alfred now. I'm going to take a bit of a drive before I head back to my daughter's, so you'll be able to see some footage. Take care. That sea's still looking really angry out there. But this is the Cyclone Alley, which goes into the creek, which they believe is going to flood. You can see all the foam coming off the rock there, the Currumbin. Still looking pretty angry out there. So I'm just pulled up to Currumbin Beach here, and the weather is pretty wild. The waves, the sea still looking really angry, and there's still quite a bit of wind, some gusts at times, and they're expecting a lot of rain over the next 48 hours. So just thought I'd come by in Van Halen. And yeah, you can see all my mess in my front seat, which is kind of, I have to use my front seat to store things as well. Living in my van, you're kind of limited on space, but I'm so grateful that Van Halen is okay, and I'm trying to find a coffee. So you can see all this foam flying around, and that's Currumbin Hiking Surf Club, my local club. And it's completely washed away, all the car park, everything. Still incredibly windy. But check out this, all this foam. It's when it hits you, it's almost like tiny little hailstones. Look at the car park, completely washed away. Crazy. Crazy windy Currumbin Viking Surf Club, my local club, completely washed away here, and you can see it's still incredibly windy here. The aftermath of Cyclone Alfred. Coming into Kira here. There's a lot of debris and a massive tree out here on the pedestrian crossing. Wow, right opposite the Coolangatta Hotel, where I often go and watch live music. Oh my god, look at that, look at the root system on that. Wow. Okay, so I've just parked Van Halen out in the street near my daughter's house. I'm actually, because we're out of power still, so we lost our power about 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, and it hasn't come back on yet. So I'm going to put my iPad in the van and charge that. I've charged my phone up, and my daughter's just gone out because they had to take the generator to the family home because they've lost power too. So we had the generator for a little while to keep the fridge cool, but that's gone. So this is what it's all about, isn't it? Adapting to the situation and doing the best we can. So I'm actually going to get the gas cooker out of Van Halen too, so that we've got something to cook on. So it's kind of handy having Van Halen right here in an emergency. Van that saves the house. Not really, but yeah, it's all solar, so everything is charging in here fine. Even though there's not a lot of sun, it'll still be getting enough power to run the fridge. So I've got a fridge that we can put some food in. I look like a mess with all this all this wind. What can you do? So I'm getting the gas cooker. It's a large gas cooker actually, and it's got a baking dish. I actually used it for fried rice cook up I did on the Gold Coast in one of my videos, if you wanted to check that out. That's pretty cool. It was a gift from my daughter actually for Christmas, so it's fantastic, and we're going to be using that inside the house for however long until the power comes back on, and potentially this fridge too, to put a few food items in from my daughter's fridge. So oh my gosh, my hair looks a mess. Cyclone here. What is it? I think there's a song. Cyclone here. Sounds like that song anyway. Cyclone here, kiss kissy, da 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 da. Better run, 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 or get blown away. Hey, hey, hey.